Let me tell you a story that I'll never forget. You may have heard this one. It's about a nun who absolutely crushed every limitation that had been put on her. Her name is Sister Madonna Buder. Many of you might know her as the Iron Nun. She was in her late 40s, overweight, tired, not feeling great in her body. One day, another nun made a comment that she looked pregnant. And in that moment, something in her snapped in the very best way possible. She made a decision, not a wish, not a goal, a real decision. And the word decide actually comes from the Latin word decidere, which means to cut off. When you make a true decision, you cut off all other possibilities. So Sister Madonna, although she couldn't even jog to the end of the block at first, she just started walking. 1 block, then 2, then 3. She didn't get a personal trainer. She didn't join a gym. She simply committed to improving 1% at a time. That concept, by the way, is backed by research. The British cycling team used this method, improving every aspect of their performance by just 1%, and went from being bottom of the pack to dominating at the Olympics in Tour de France. The idea is small improvements compounded over time create extraordinary results. Sister Madonna didn't stop with walking. Over time, she began running, then swimming, then biking, and by her 50s, she was entering triathlons. By her 80s, she had completed over 45 full Ironman races. That is a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a 26-mile marathon, all in one day. Today, she's in her 90s, still active, still moving, and still inspiring people all over the world. So what changed? Not her age, not her DNA, just one thing, her decision. And then the actions that she repeated each day that reinforced a new identity. I'm going to share quickly with you my motto and my story and why it's important to me. This was me at 11 years old at a dance recital. It was actually my first dance recital where I got to wear nylons instead of tights, and I was so excited. Well, we were getting ready to go on off in the backstage, and someone came backstage and started laughing at me. My nylons were a little baggy. My costume did not fit me tightly at all. I had no curves for it to fit. And she looked at me and laughed and said, "Wow, you look just like a saggy baggy elephant." In that moment, I could have turned and hid, but instead I walked behind the partition and I pulled those nylons up as high as I could, right up to my armpits. And all of the extra that was still left on my legs, I tucked down in my ballet shoe, and I literally put my brave pants on and went out and danced my heart out. You guys, that is what I hope you will all do every single day, is do something today that your future self will thank you for, just like the Iron Nun did. What if the only thing holding you back is the story you've been telling yourself, that it's too late, that you've failed before, that you're just not that kind of person? But here's the truth. You decide who you are with every action, every habit, and every choice. And when you commit to doing just a little more today than you did yesterday, 1% better, that's when transformation begins. That's when you step out of limiting yourself and into a life of possibility. And that's what this 14-day challenge is all about. It's not about perfection or intensity. It's about doing the small things every day together. It's about saying, I'm not who I used to be. I'm becoming the kind of person who honors her health, builds her strength, lifts others all along the way. So today, make the decision. Cut off every excuse and start becoming 1% better. And don't be surprised when a few months from now you look back and say, wow, look what I've done. You can always do something today that your future self will thank you for.